Welcome to a Sunday live stream. Yesterday was UFC 277. I was up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. Then I woke up early today, and then I took a nap in the middle of the day. So now here I am. I just put out a video. Did Amanda Nunes prove that Julianna Pena's title win was a fluke? Check that out after this stream. But either way, here I am. We're doing a stream. We did a live stream last night. We did a live stream Friday. We did a live stream on Wednesday. Tomorrow I got to work on the main event prediction for Jamal Hill versus Thiago Santos. But I really just didn't feel like doing that tonight. I just put out the video, and I figured I don't feel like I don't know this to be 100% true, but I'm pretty sure I don't really tend to jump on Sundays, especially after pay-per-views. So I figured, why not just jump on here? We can discuss UFC 277. That's what I put in the title. UFC 277 results. Brandon Moreno versus Figgy 4. And Jamal Hill versus Thiago Santos. All in the title. But really, I'm just here to answer questions. I'll probably maybe make this a private member stream after the fact. We'll see. Because I like to make at least one or two a month private for members to watch the replay. But also, guys, remember, if you have not watched my recent video, watch it after this stream. I would greatly appreciate it. Go watch it, like it, comment on it. It's literally just been released in the last 30 minutes. So you may have found the stream, but you may have not seen the video yet, is what I'm getting to. But do me a favor if you haven't already. I see quite a few of you already have. Like this stream. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps YouTube decide to push it out to more people, from what I understand. So I need your help. I want to get to 5,000 subscribers. We are currently at 4,274 subscribers, which is crazy. So here I am. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. What is up, Adam? Thank you for being a member. What is up, Alex? Hope you're doing well. Joey, how was your weekend? My weekend was good, man. It went by fast, but it was good. But it always goes by fast, so you know how that goes. What's next for the main card winners? Off the top of my head, don't hold me to this. Magomed Ankalaev versus Jan Blachowicz, or the winner of Jamal Hill, or Jamal Hill if he beats Thiago Santos. Pantoja, I say he just waits it out and fights the winner of Moreno Figgy 4. Pavlovich, I don't know. A winner of upcoming heavyweight fight. I'm not sure on Pavlovich. Moreno, obviously Figgy. And then Nunes. Good luck. I have no idea. They may do Ketlin Vieira. They'll probably pay a 35er to move up to 45 and fight her. Would be my guess. So there you go. Off the top of my head, there's my best guesses. Let's go. Really need a stream. Appreciate you, Sinister. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad that you're in here. We're most likely to see Usman Chimaev in December, right? No, not going to happen. I hate to say it, Darren. It's not going to happen in December. Usman Leon isn't happening till the end of August, so 4 weeks from now. I doubt. I mean, that'd be a relatively quick turnaround. Usman has been known to do that. I don't think he's going to do a quick turnaround fight. Khamzat Chimaev. How some people pronounce it. Hamzat. I pronounce it Hamzat, but who knows? Yeah, I don't think we see that this year. And I have a feeling we may never see it. I just have a gut feeling. Happy Sunday, Joey. I stopped by to hear you complete bias against Female Mma. Overall, it was a fun pay-per-view. There's literally no bias. I think you have a bias like for women's MMA. Like for some reason, you're obsessed with women's MMA. And you can't accept the fact when someone speaks truth about it. But then again, you said, one of the guys that trains out of California that's in the Diaz camp, oh, he's going to look good. He looked terrible on Dana White's Contender Series. So we know Fight Life makes a lot of, he forms a lot of his opinions based on his emotions rather than the circumstances and the facts of a situation. So we know where you're coming from. Can Hill beat a guy like Yuri or Ankalaev? Definitely, he has scary power. How likely is it? I don't know. But probably. What's next for Cruz Vera winner? Maybe probably the winner of Aldo Marab. So, got to be honest, not dying to see Yuri Glover too. I want something fresh like Ian. I'm kind of with you on that. Only because there's no way that it lives up to the first fight. The first fight was so good, there's no way it lives up to that. How can anyone not love Moreno? I have no idea. I have no idea how you can not like Brandon Moreno. He seems like such a great guy. Let me look up something real quick. Where did I see this at? Hold on one second. Okay, there it is. I knew I saw this somewhere. Yeah, but I don't know how you can not like Brandon Moreno. What's up, Andy? Weren't you at the event last night? I hope you had a good time. Time for Lewis Rosenstrike. I think that makes sense. Edgar versus Silva. I'm probably going Silva. Hey, my Wi-Fi was dumb, but I'm here. Well, that's all that matters, French fries. Do you honestly think if Conor starts Islam and talked the most crap that Khabib would come out of retirement? Probably not. But maybe. That would be hilarious, honestly. Book the fight. If Usman Chimaev, who do you see headlining December card? I think November, December will be a combination of Jones versus either Stipe or Ngannou and Adesanya versus Pereira. Female MMA deserves a bias against it. Yeah, but I'm not, though. So I just call it what it is. If it's good, it's good. If it's terrible, it's terrible. Is Pena the new Robert Covington Holloway of her division now? Not really. She hasn't lost twice. So she could earn her way back. I think she could earn her way back to a title with one win, basically. The UFC would serve her back up to get bludgeoned again. You know, and it could take her 2 years to get those wins. So by that time, Amanda Nunes is going to have regressed even more. So no, I don't think she is. I think Pena has a better chance of getting a rematch or a trilogy with Nunes than Whitaker or Holloway. Maybe the same amount as Covington. I feel like Glover's next fight is his last, and it's only right to give him a rematch. I feel like it's the right thing to do. Yeah, but I doubt the UFC wants him to win the title and then retire with it. Tough. Pavlovich is fighting Aspinall next. Who knows how long Aspinall is going to be out, bro? Should Derek start to continue retiring or hanging it up? Yes, but he's not going to. Will Cejudo fight before the end of the year, and if so, who will he go against? Maybe the winner. Maybe if Vera beats Cruz, he'll fight Vera, maybe. I could see that happening. How's it going, Joey? What's up, Fast? What's up, my friend? Good to see you. I like your picture there. If we don't get to see Jones versus Stipe or Ngannou versus by the end of the year, I'm going to flip out. Dude, I'm honestly just sick of wanting it. I'm so sick of wanting it. Like, that will have... Let me think for a second. Jones versus Ngannou or Jones versus Stipe will have the biggest fight feel since I started this channel. Let me put it that way. That will feel different. I'm trying to think, what's the biggest fight that we've had since I started this channel? I don't know. I'm trying to think, and I can't think of which one. I guess... I was going to say maybe Conor Dustin 3. Probably Usman Covington 2 was probably maybe for me personally the biggest fight feel of the channel since I started the channel. But Jones fight just seemed different. For me, he's spectacular to watch. So I'm really looking forward to him returning, and I hope it happens soon. I'm just tired of... I've honestly given up hope, so I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. The biggest fight for me since I started this channel, though, will definitely be taken. That spot will be taken by Islam Oliveira. So, there you go. Is women's MMA in a good or bad place? Definitely a bad place. Do they usually stack December cards or nah? It's 50-50. They used to do a New Year's Eve card every year. And it used to be stacked, but they stopped doing that a few years back. There you go. Do you think Jones or Stipe will ever fight again? Yes, hopefully. How much longer does Nunes fight for? Maybe another 2 years, I would say. Imagine the UFC calls you and asks you to be a judge for O'Malley Vera too. I would 100% judge it accurately, but I don't have the qualifications to be a judge. But I say things for what they are. Do we joke around a little bit? Yes, we do. But I'm not just making up shit based on who I like or dislike or, don't like something they said. I'm just on this channel, like it or not, I literally just tell you what I think. Sometimes you may agree with me. Sometimes you may not. I will never tailor my opinion to appease the masses or just, the people on this channel. I don't know if you want to call that the masses or not. That's not really the masses. But also, I'm not going to hold back on my thoughts for fear of backlash. And that's something I've talked about since I started this channel. You can go back when I had 5 people watching, 3 people watching. I would say, look, I'm just going to give you my honest takes. And if you like them, you like them. If you hate them, you hate them. It is what it is. Now, I can have a fun, educated discussion. And if I think, okay, well, you got a good point here. Maybe I should change my tone. That's always possible. But, yeah, so that's not going to happen. But, okay. Gon and Ngannou had that bug fight. That big fight feel did not live up to it. True. How did Moreno versus Kai get fight of the night? That fight was pretty dull. Literally no action in the rounds 1 or 2 and 3 was Kai. I think it's just because it was a high-level fight. It was a high-level fight. It was a chess match. That's my take. I'm not going to get my panties in a bunch over it, though. But I get that people are like, huh? Bro, John Jones vacated his title in the summer of 2020. Let's hurry up. Yeah, it sucks. Because now if he comes back and he gets flatlined, it's going to be like, oh, well, he had all this time off. Is Covington a draw? I don't really think so. Are people a little bit more interested in him than maybe some others? Yes, but I don't think he's a draw. What's up, Dinosaur? What's going on, man? Why did Nunes keep wrestling with Pena when she was dominating her on the feet? She was risking getting submitted. She had absolutely no respect for Pena. She wanted to prove that she was better than Pena everywhere. And I think also, I don't know. I think she wanted to grapple, and that was the game plan, and she stuck to the game plan. So, and I don't think she was worried about getting submitted. I mean, I think she's better everywhere. She knew that. She knew she prepared. She was confident in her preparation. And therefore, she was able to get it done. But it was kind of weird that she wasn't trying to finish her. I think she was also resting on top a little bit as well. If you could only have John versus Francis or Charles Islam, which would you pick? Whew, that's a tough one, Derek. That's a tough one. I'd take Charles Islam. But you would ask me 6 months ago, I would have said Jones Francis. How far are the judges' table from the actual octagon? I don't know that answer. What if Jones knocked Francis out cold? That would be straight up insanity. Joey, did you buy some Venom gear with bet winnings from yesterday? I don't bet, so no, I did not. I'm relying on your guys' donations to purchase all my Venom gear. So feel free to click the money sign down below and donate to support my Venom gear addiction. The fight of the night was Dober Alves. I would agree. That's why I like you're not biased and you say it how it is. There you go. Exactly. I appreciate you, man. And I know some people are going to say that's not true. And there's some people who think I'm extremely biased against certain people. That's just not it. I'm not. I mean, admittedly, there's always going to be a level of bias from anyone, whether it's a conscious bias or not. So there's always going to be that thin layer. But as much as possible, as much as I can consciously, affect, I'm not being biased against anyone. Was there anyone on the early prelims that surprised you? Was there anybody? No, it was about what I expected. I didn't expect the Hammy guy to win, though. What's your favorite card in 2018? Jeez Louise, I have no idea. What was my favorite card? Jeez Louise, man, this is a tough one. You got to make me Google this stuff. Favorite card? I have no idea. I'm just going to pick favorite main event. I have no idea what was on all those cards. Let's go back to 2018. 2018. Jeez Louise. I was pretty psyched for Holloway Ortega. I don't know. 2018 was kind of a shitty year for the UFC. I mean, it was awful. Ooh, look at some of these pay-per-views. Ew. Cyborg versus Kutsukaya was a main event of a pay-per-view. Ew. Ewy. Most stacked card was probably UFC 225 or 26. 26 maybe. Nah, 26 was terrible. Never mind. I was misremembering. I'll say UFC 225. No, I'll say UFC 229. Habib Connor. Habib Connor, my favorite main event. There you go. The fact that Sam Alvey is still in the UFC is besides me. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild for sure. If you guys have not liked the stream yet, do me a favor. For some reason, we only have 11 likes on the stream. So do me a favor, click the thumbs up button below, like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I do these streams all the time. Matt Schnell versus Perez. Who wins? I'll go Perez, even though he just got bodied. Grant Dawson, Patty Pimblett next. Sure, book it. Book it. What's up, Pappy? You're on. Just worked 14 hours today, dude. You must be exhausted. I'm actually, even though I took a nap today and I'm like awake, I'm still kind of like, I don't know what the word is, but I'm kind of a little bit like, ugh. I kind of feel a little nasty from staying up so late and waking up early. Whitaker versus Izzy 2 was a high-level chess match, and people said it was boring. LOL, I don't know, man. Okay. Pena took some serious damage. Hope she's okay. Yeah, I agree. Should Pantoja get the winner of Moreno Figgy 4? He's beaten almost everyone. Yes. I don't even need to read anymore. Yes. I would like Gilbert Leon. Well, Leon's fighting for the belt, so... This is kind of weird. Why did the judges give 50-45 to Nunes? 3 knockdown in round 1. Is it 10? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Joey, a while back, I asked for a hot take, and you went over your opinion on Conor's UFC run. Do you have any other good hot takes? Always interesting to listen to. I don't know. Do I have any other hot takes? I really don't know. I mean, I don't get a... Even though I always say, like, you know, I'm just giving my opinion, I don't care about backlash, I feel like I don't get a lot of backlash. Like some stuff I do, the O'Malley stuff I get backlash on, you know, but outside of that, I really don't know if I have another hot take. One was that Amanda Nunes versus Julianna Pena wasn't good. It was enjoyable, but that doesn't make it good. Julianna Pena is a terrible fighter. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know. You know, answer this, chat. If you're always in here, what's a hot take of mine? What's an opinion of mine that you feel like the vast majority would disagree with me on? Because I don't know. But I remember that question, Derek. That was a long while ago. If you could only watch one more pay-per-view, what would be your dream co-main event fight? One more pay-per-view. Give me Francis Jones, Charlie Olives versus Islam Makhachev. Does Drew Dober get a ranked fight now, or maybe someone like Jim Miller? I hope he gets a ranked fight, but I doubt it. Probably not. The division is stacked. Do you think we'll ever see 229 numbers topped? Yes, but I don't know how. I don't know if it'll be anytime in the near future. Following to do this, do you think Jorge Connor could break 2.4? I doubt it, but maybe, possibly. I didn't mean to say almost probably, but no. UFC 225 and 227 were the best. At 227, Cody TJ2 and DJ lost to Cejudo. I thought DJ beat him, though. My favorite card from 2018 was 232. That was the last card of the year. That was a pretty solid card. So that was a good one, too. What did you think of Conor Habib press conference of Conor trying to expose Habib? I think he's on cocaine. Probably using cocaine. Nunes was hesitant to go for the kill. She was just killing her with counter striking and wasn't trying to trade with her. She started wrestling because she was getting tired and Pena would not stop. There you go. To negate the forward pressure of Julianna Pena, says Armando. Brandon Royval versus Alex Perez. Sign me up. I like it. I like it. I think Brandon Royval is on a winning streak, though, so that's a little bit of a weird situation. Let's say Robert beats Vettori, beats Costa if he beats Rockhold. Is that enough for another shot? No. Nope. I remember I worked 5 9-hour in a row one time. That was rough. That's terrible. Groggy's the word you're looking for. There you go. Alex Perez never wants to make weight. What's up with him? I have no idea. What was your most anticipated woman fight? Rose Weili Zhang won. If Conor had Habib's fighting style, you think he'd be the star he is today? Yes. Yes. Because people enjoy the talk, and then if you go out and take guys down and beat the shit out of them, you know, it would still be all right. Tony is still elite is probably something that a lot of people disagree with. There you go. Hot take. Now maybe he's still on the decline now, but I still think he's rather good. That's the point. I don't know. I feel like it's more of a misunderstanding than anything. Tony Ferguson is better than people give him credit for, is my opinion. This is one of your takes, but I don't know. I really agree with it. This is one of your takes, but I don't know if I really agree with it. It's your Umar bias. I think Umar isn't ready for anyone in the top 10. Did I say he was ready for someone in the top 10? I don't remember saying that, but I said I'm very high on him. But maybe I did. Pena had some damn atrocious striking. It was some of the worst striking I've ever seen in my entire life. And I talk about it in my most recent video that I just released before I jumped on stream, which I need you guys to go check out after the stream. Oh, why am I getting this? Why am I getting this? I'm so tired of spam comments. Report spam. How does YouTube not do something about this? Okay, so I went and did that. How would the lightweight division play out if Conor would have starts to be? Jeez Louise. I don't know. Conor would have probably said he's going for a third belt. That's what I'm thinking. And probably fought for the welterweight title and got destroyed. And then probably sat out for 2 years and then relinquished the lightweight belt. Something along those lines. I think they could sell the shit out of Conor versus Jorge. A lot of non-super fans don't pay attention to the rankings and whatnot. I have some friends that still think Conor still has a belt. Yeah, I think they could definitely sell it really well. Would it top Conor Habib? I don't know. Could Cater beat Yair or Ortega? Yes, he could. I don't know if he would, though. TJ versus Sugar, who you got and why? TJ, he's just more well-rounded. What's up, Bernie? Patty is a grappler, and he's a star. There you go. Joey's a true. Your pastime is to watch Rose Esparza 2-1 repeat. Yeah, that's what I love doing. What are your thoughts on these? That's completely false. Conor did expose Habib, though, but all that exposing didn't. What do you mean he exposed him? He didn't expose him. Cool beer, Joey. Thank you. I'm super bummed about the Utah card. Why are we bummed about it? I don't think it's terrible. Sloppy striking Pena. It's more than sloppy striking Pena. I mean, it doesn't even look. I mean, is she even hitting pads? Is she working with a boxing? I would like to see her boxing coach, so I could tell him to find a new profession. And maybe it's one of those things where it's just what she is and she can't improve it. But it looks god awful, guys. It looks really, really bad. Pantoja looked like he could run through any flyweight. Yeah. I mean, to walk out to 50 Cent mini-men and then put on the performance he did, whew. I need to see that man in a title fight. Paul looks relatively thin compared to previous fights. Do you think he makes weight at 278? Yes. Figgy Moreno 4 is so blah to me. Billy, what is wrong with you, man? The first 3 fights were incredible. Why not watch a 4th? Do you like the Apex fights? It's all right. Valentina versus Cyborg, who would win? Cyborg, probably too big. Hey Joey, don't mind me just lurking. Yeah, I'm sure there's other people lurking. If you're lurking in the stream, let me know in the chat real quick. I think we should finish with the Apex at this point. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I like having the crowd there. I didn't care at first. Honestly, it didn't bother me at all at first. So, and I'm not one of those people. But for me, it's more of, is the UFC not doing as much as they could for the cards because they're not worried about the selling tickets. Hot take. Okay, there you go. Valentina Nunes is the fight to make. Book it. Book it, book it, book it. I'd like Conor versus Tony. That's the fight I want to see as well. And I think it probably will happen next for Conor. Who could Cody beat in the rankings right now at bantamweight? Probably no one. Probably no one on. I don't trust the chin. I don't trust the chin of Cody Garbrandt, and the bantamweight division is the filthiest division in all the UFC. He could probably beat Jack Shore, but probably get chinned. He could probably beat Umar, but probably get chinned. He could probably beat O'Malley, but he'd probably get chinned. He could beat Frankie. See, I think I'm very high on Cody Garbrandt's skill set. I think he's very good. But his problem is his chin. So he pretty much loses to everyone. If I had to pick him to beat one, like if you told me he's going to beat one fighter, it'd probably be Jack Shore. But he might even get chinned by him. It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough time to be a Cody Garbrandt fan. I wouldn't mind Conor versus Tony, but man, I'd be a little annoyed if that was a pay-per-view main event. It's going to be. And I feel you. You bought the Mayweather Conor pay-per-view? Hell no. I didn't even watch the shit for free. My favorite card was UFC 236. That was an incredible card. Chandler, Masvidal, or Tony are perfect for Conor. Depends who you are. Depends who you are. What are your thoughts on Costa Rockhold being moved to co-main? I feel like that should be a feature fight on the card, but it is what it is. What's up, Matt? Hope you're doing well. I keep forgetting we have Izzy Pereira in a few months. I keep saying, I used to say Pereira because I heard like Rogan and them saying that, but apparently it's just Pereira. I honestly think Conor could TKO Chandler. I agree. Chandler's gas tank is worse than Conor's, and that's saying something. Also, Chandler's kind of chinny as well. Who'd win Luke Rockhold's trash talk versus Julianna Pena's striking? Luke Rockhold's trash talk. Ketlin Vieira versus Pena. Who wins? Probably Ketlin Vieira. Julianna Pena is garbage, guys. She's garbage. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She really is bad. Apex fights would be fine if they didn't use it as an excuse for trash cards. Yeah, that's my exact. You summed it up perfectly. Conor's rangy striking style is horrible for Chandler. 38 viewers and only 5 likes. I think it's more than that now at this point. Maybe it's just because you hadn't refreshed. On my end, we are at 25 likes and 51 people watching. So guys, if you have not liked the stream and you want me to continue to doing these streams, like it right now. Go and like it right now. I'll wait. We got 26 likes now. We got 26 likes. Come on, let's see how many we can get. I'm waiting, and nobody's doing it. Okay, we got 27. We got 27. Like it. We'll just wait. We're going to wait for 35 likes before I get back to questions. Come on. I know we can do it. We're almost there. We're almost there, guys. Keep it going. Keep it going. Running them up. It takes 1 second. I need to get to 5,000. Look, we're going to do a massive stream at 5,000 subscribers. And when you like these streams, you get pushed out to more people. So, come on. We need 3 more likes, guys. We need 3 more likes on the stream. And then we'll get back to some questions. What is going on here? Oh my goodness. I see. You didn't need to hide this message, man. I don't know if you didn't hide him, I'm assuming. You just deleted the message. You could have left that message, French fries, from Matt. That's fine. Okay, guys, come on. Come on now. Okay, let's continue with questions. We're close enough. And also, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. All right, we're 1 like away, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue now. I'm just having fun anyway. What's your take on fighters' pay? They definitely need to be paid more. I mean, the UFC is making a shit ton of money, and they're not paying that much. Do you think my striking is better than Julianna Pena's? Yes, for sure. Who can Figgy beat in the bantamweight rankings? I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if he lost to everyone. If I had to pick someone, maybe Rob Font, maybe Jack Shore, maybe Umar. I just don't think he's built for that division at all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so there you go. That's the best I can come up with. Joey's Pena's boxing coach definitely needs to find a new profession for sure. I think you can argue that Cody was put on this earth to do one thing, beat Dominic Cruz. Yeah. Do you think Derek Lewis is at the end of the road? Yes. Was O'Malley Garbrandt booked at one point? No. Prime Tony versus Jorge. I'll take Tony all day. Cody is good, but he just need to take it easy and fight some easy fights and get like on a 3-fight, 4-fight win streak and build up his confidence. True. Joe, when can you do a break? Never. Aldo Merab should be co-main over Costa. I agree. I like Aldo Merab more. Why is the UFC persistent on making main cards start at like 3 a.m., especially weak cards like Santos Hill? It's not for me. It's not for me. I don't know where you are that it's doing that, but that does suck if it's accurate. But I don't know. I don't know why they're doing that. This is weird, but let's say they made Conor versus Patty and Conor beats him. Would the UFC give him? Yes, probably. They would give him a title shot off of that. Yes, like the stream. Julianna Pena striking is dinosaur diary. Yes. If Jordan Levitt won over Patty, would you have enjoyed his celebration or been disgusted? I would have enjoyed it. How could you ever be annoyed if Conor McGregor headlines a fight? You guys act like he didn't blow the sport up. You'll put respect on Bilal's name, though. Won't go out and try to finish anyone. Dude, hop off Conor, man. Hop off of him. O'Malley deserves a title shot. I guess if he beats Jan. A silence of people who were waiting. Yeah. Conor built up the sport for casuals. Well, good thing I don't care. Pena's striking looks bad because she's striking with Nunes. If you miss, you get hit. Pena looks like she has, Julianna Pena looks like she loses shadow boxing matches, okay? That's how bad Julianna's striking is. I mean, she squares up her body. She's standing squared up with her opponent, and she's just swinging wild looping punches. And I don't know if her coach is watching her hit pads and saying, you look damn good, Julianna. You're really improving on your striking. But if he is, he needs to find a new profession because, ugh. Go through each division and pretend you're the champion and pick out the fighter you would think give you a money. I can't. That's too much for me right now, Tyler. That's too much for me. I'm sorry. Although Pena took a beating, she did not make Nunes work for it, though. How long has been since Nunes has ever looked banged up in a fight? Yeah, I guess so. There was a head clash that I think caused some of that, but she did land some shots. Maybe I should give her more credit for that. Well, that's unfortunate. He's going to have to wait 5 minutes. Sorry, Matt. Yeah, dude, that's not a big deal at all, French fry. It's just not a big deal. Unless it's like really like trying to be super insulting or just saying something like really stupid, like bringing up, really dumb shit, then most likely it's probably fine. How much does the UFC make off the Apex fights? No idea. I think they sell some tickets, but they probably don't make as much as they could at an arena. Do you feel fighters should be stood up in the midst of grappling exchanges? Description of the last night's referee. It depends. I think Joe Rogan was being a little bit harsh. I get it. The earnest is on the guy on the bottom to get up. But at the same time, I don't believe you should be allowed to lay there and do nothing. Because essentially, if you're doing nothing, even if you're on top, I believe you're just as bad as the person on bottom. And therefore, the position should not be kept there. If you're not going to fight, then that'd be like no different than you climbing out of the cage and just running around in the arena. If you're not willing to fight, you need to be put in a different position. How does Figueiredo versus Cody go? Depend what weight class, but Cody probably gets chin just because I don't trust his chin. Rob Font versus Umar is the fight I want to see. Okay, I'd like to see it. Prime Jorge versus Prime Tony. I go Tony, especially if he's at 155. What's your honest thoughts on Anthony Pettis? At one point in time, he was very good. He always had grappling deficiencies. He was always an elite kicker and also had very good elite jiu-jitsu skills. But he's completely washed up at this point. Seeing Dana after 3 years, and one thing I noticed, I need whatever TRT he's on. There you go. My take on O'Malley versus Yan is Yan beats him and O'Malley will still claim he's undefeated. Yeah, he'll claim, Yan's the best in the world. And I went out there and I went 3 rounds with him. I remember UFC 255 was supposed to be Figgy Garbrandt, then Perez filled in. Cody's head would have fell off. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, Garbrandt was supposed to get a title shot. O'Malley will give Pete... Okay, I'm not even reading this. What is the worst pay-per-view you ever watched in your life that you paid for? Jeez Louise. What is the worst pay-per-view ever? I don't know. I don't remember. There's some pretty bad ones, but I don't remember which one was the worst one. Probably UFC 258, but I enjoyed the main event. On paper, I thought it was a good main event. It turned out to be pretty good, but that was an atrocious pay-per-view. Dana's favorite fighters: 1 Conor, 2 Patty, 3 Sean O'Malley. There you go. Joey, how excited on a scale of 17 are you for out of 12 women's MMA fights this weekend? I don't like the scale, so I'm not going to give an answer for that. I don't know what we're laughing at. LOL. They try to compare Pena to Oliveira. I know. I said that in my recent video too, and we talked about it last night. So if Pena is worse than Askren and Myers, yes, I would say so. What's your prediction for the UFC 281 main event at MSG? Think all the pay-per-views up until then have something scheduled now. It's going to be either Jones versus Stipe, Jones versus Ngannou, or Izzy versus Pereira. If I had to guess right now, I'm going to go Izzy Pereira. Did you know that Brock got paid the best at UFC 200 even though he didn't headline the card? I would assume that. Pena got dropped the same 3 shots Nunes was throwing, and Pena still continued to do it. Yeah. Bro said Pena loses in a shadow box. Is that what you guys were laughing about? Yeah, definitely she does. Amanda Nunes is the GOAT, no doubt about it. Just think she loses a little bit of that fire. Yeah, I agree. She's definitely lost some fire. Who has better striking, Askren or Pena? Honestly, Askren. Will there ever be a bigger women's MMA star than Ronda with an H? Ronda with an H? I hate when people spell it that way. No, probably not for a long, 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 long time, my friend. Ronda was a massive star. She was selling millions of pay-per-views. That's crazy. So, no, I doubt it. For a long time, it'll be. Pena looks like she's having a seizure and her back is broken while striking. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. You know when you like go to bed late and then you wake up early and your body just feels off? That's what she looked like. She looks so uncoordinated. You know, I mean, it's sad. Women are treated like babies in their gym because their coaches and training partners simp them. Okay. French fries really came through with that profile pic. The best commentators before and now. None. It's so boring to watch. Which was the worst stoppage? Cruz Cejudo, Luis Pavlovich. Definitely Cruz Cejudo was worse. If there was a male fighter with Pena's skill set, she wouldn't even be in the UFC. She probably would. The UFC is so terrible. With the barrier to entry in the UFC nowadays is terrible. People forget Pena had a competitive fight with Sarah McMahon, and she got submitted by Duran Duran. Do you think they made Pena's daughter watch all that, or maybe had her leave it? I hope that. I thought it was disgusting they brought her in at the end of the fight. I mean, her mother just got bludgeoned to death. So, if Nunes had better cardio, the towel should have been thrown in. Will O'Malley ever get knocked out? Definitely. And he'll claim it was a fluke. They need to tell the Cutman to go easy on Jason Witt before his chin goes out. Okay. Can John Jones hang with the big guys when it comes to simply strength? I think so. Nunes versus Pennington worst pay-per-view, for sure. How's it going, Joey? Even though Kai Kara France lost, I was really impressed with his performance. What would you like to see next for him? maybe a Brandon Royval rematch would make sense. Or Askar Askarov. Book him. No, he just fought Askar Askarov. Matt Schnell, maybe? I hate to say, I don't want to see him fight Pantoja. So we already have Deiveson and Moreno booked up. He already fought Askar Askarov. It's got to be either... You know what? Book him against Alex Perez. Him and Alex Perez, I think, makes a lot of sense. Every single fight. Yeah, so right here... right here, French fries. I'm looking at the thing. This guy can get the banhammer, okay? You know who I'm talking about. This guy can get the banhammer. The most recent message that's hidden. Wield that banhammer with pride. I'm going to show this one. This one's fine. This one's fine. Okay, there you go. Wield the banhammer. I don't need some guy. If you ever come into my chat and just try to act insulting, you're going to be banned. I don't need you. Go make a new account. Now you can never participate in the chat again. And you've been a frequent offender, my friend. So adios, amigos. Or not really, because you're not my amigos. You're a clown. So go make a new account. Everyone, if you're a member, spam the Chris Curtis emoji right now. If you're a member, spam the Chris Curtis emoji. Right there. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. For some reason, it's not letting me spam the Chris Curtis emoji. What is going on here? For some reason, it's not letting me do it. Let me see something real quick. There we go. Dude, what? This guy. Adios. Adios, amigos. Yeah, I figured out how to send the emoji now. It wasn't working for some reason. There we go. If you remember, throw it in the chat. Okay, there we go. We got that handled. That's why I have to check the YouTube chat as well as the StreamYard. Okay, where was I at here? Did Joseph retire? Who are we talking about there? ADCC, JDR, Lamal, Julianna K1 Pena. What's the site to upgrade car information for Discord? Are you talking about for Discord or for YouTube membership? I don't know about Discord, but YouTube membership should be somewhere in your account settings. What's the easiest way for Chandler to win against Poirier? KO him in the first round. Are you happy with the way flyweight division is heading? Yes. It's getting more recognition and good fights as the time goes on. Yes, I love the flyweight division. I absolutely love the flyweight division. Does Pantoja just wait a year? I hope Moreno and Figgy fight in December, and then yeah, probably like 8 to 9 months at least. Man, I really feel bad for Kai. When he got TKO'd in my mind, he probably let Izzy and Volk down. Oh well, I wasn't talking about you. What do you think Cruz needs to do to win? Wrestle. I think that's his best path to victory. Do you think Cyril Gane with a Jose Aldo takedown defense will be undefeated for the next 10 years? No. No, I do not. He would get KO'd by someone. Even though I'm new, I love being a fan of this channel. I appreciate you, Dinosaur. Got a good one, Joey. What are some notable early stoppage in recent history? Maybe TJ Cejudo, Cruz, Cejudo. Damn, you do got a good one because I have no clue. Early stoppage. I don't think Derek Lewis versus Pavlovich was an early stoppage. Maybe I'm in the minority there. I can't think of any. Cruz Cejudo was a little bit early. TJ Cejudo was a little bit early. I'm trying to think of like a really bad early stoppage. And I can't think of one. I really can't. That's tough. That's tough. Early stoppage that was recent. I really can't think of any, man. I'm looking at some fights. Definitely not Reyes Prohaska. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any. I can't really find any either. We're scrolling through. Do you think Jamal will finish Thiago? I think he runs to him, probably. Are you a Chael Sonnen fan? No, I'm not. Prime TJ versus Piotr Jan. I take Piotr Jan all day, every day. I'm talking about Benavidez. Yes, he did. Figueroa can be top 5 or even champ at 35. No. I think 35 is too stacked for him. 4 fights is too many to me. Okay, St. Billy. Conor versus Jorge. I'm going Jorge. When is the next Brazilian pay-per-view? Seems like they have a lot of fighters that want to fight on it. It's probably going to be first half of next year, would be my guess. Moreno versus Figgy in Brazil 2023. I like that idea. I wanted to see Islam versus Charles in Brazil. Will we see John Jones before the end of the year? Yes. Diaz Masvidal was a bad doctor stoppage. Yeah, I think anywhere else but New York it continues, but I had seen what I needed to see. Ian Kutalaba, Magomed Ankalaev 1 is an early stoppage. Yes, it was. That was a terrible stoppage. I thought Steve RDA was an early stoppage at first, but then I realized, yeah, it made perfect sense. He was KO'd. It was a perfect stoppage. Is Deiveson Figueiredo an underrated champion? For sure. Figgy is very, very good. Jamal Hill is versus Magomed Ankalaev if he beats Santos. I said that earlier tonight. Is Pena the worst ranked fighter currently? Yeah, probably, especially considering she's ranked number 1, probably. Well, the ranking, it hasn't changed yet. It says, how come they don't update their website immediately? It still shows Pena as champion. What a clown show the UFC is sometimes. I keep getting these spam comments on my videos. Report spam. Report spam. Get rid of that. Keep the questions coming in the chat, guys. I would greatly appreciate it. I don't know how long we're going to go. It's getting kind of late, but we'll see. We'll see. They should have had Mario Yamasaki and the ref Cejudo Cruz. Yeah, or Keith Peterson. He seems to let people really get brutalized. Could Chris Dawkins be ranked if he dropped to 205? It's possible. Can Weili be a long-time champ at 115 because she's likely to win against Carla? I think she could be. I think she could be a long-time champion. She's very good. Vera versus O'Malley was early, right? Yeah, it was real early. Early if you hate Sean O'Malley. I think they updated during when they meet for matchmaking. I think it's every Tuesday they update. I don't think it has anything to do with matchmaking because they have a bunch of random MMA journalists voting on the rankings. Sergey got some of the loudest boos I've ever heard. Yeah, I would assume Derek Lewis is very popular there. Will Maya or Nick Diaz fight before the end of the year? Hopefully not. I don't want to see either one of those guys fight. I mean, they're just terrible. They're just terrible. I want to see Michael Morales versus... Bro, calm down. That's the stupidest message I've ever seen in my life. Would Cejudo have beaten Figgy if they had fought? Hope you get 5K soon, homie. Thank you, Billy. Yeah, I'm hoping to get 5K soon. Yes, Cejudo would beat Figgy, I think. I think so. I want to see Shavkat versus Hamza. I am with you, Phil. I'm 100% with you, Phil. It's always Tuesday when they update the rankings. Yeah, I believe so. I think you're telling me. I don't know if you're telling me or asking me, but I think so. How do you see Weili versus Carla ending? First round TKO for Weili. It's going to be brutal. Carla's literally garbage. Would love to see Shavkat versus Sean Brady. I like that idea too, but Sean Brady has a fight against Bilal Muhammad. I actually wouldn't mind Maya and Nick Diaz fighting each other. That makes sense. I guess so. Connor versus RDA. I think that makes a lot of sense too. It's a fight that was supposed to happen at 196, so we never got it. It has a good backstory. It makes sense in the current scheme of things. So, yeah, I'd agree. What was your honest thoughts on CM Punk fight and the whole hype around him? Should have never happened. It was a money grab by the UFC. Do you think any more fights will be added to the Salt Lake City card? No, probably not. They're only 12, and it seems like 15 is... No, it's usually 12 to 13 fights. So, no. My O'Malley fanboy buddy still brings up the Chris Montigno win like it was an impressive victory. That's hilarious. Dude's not even in the UFC anymore. You were speaking straight facts against Derek Lewis in your post-fight stream last night. I'm glad you noticed that, Derek, man. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I think you... Didn't you comment on it? You were watching it this morning or something? I can't remember if that was you or not. But either way, thank you for watching it. I always wonder, like, how is it? Because I don't go back and watch it myself. So I'm like, oh, I hope I did a good job of remembering everything I wanted to say. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I thought it was ridiculous people were complaining about that stoppage. How is what I said stupid? Shavkat versus a guy who has like 2 fights in the UFC? What are we doing there? That doesn't make any sense right now. How do you see this Leon Edwards match coming up? Going the distance, or does somebody get knocked out? Top of my head, going the distance. That's a tough fight to pick. Joey, when Valentina said Amanda copied her stand-up, I believe she implied when she kept landing that counter outside jab hook against Home. I think she has a point. What do you think? I don't know what she meant. I didn't really put any thought into that, but maybe that's the case. Could be. Maybe she just meant she was fighting more as a counter striker. That's what I kind of took, but I really didn't think of it. Also, the last 2 fights on the Salt Lake City main card are trash. Yeah. Harry Hunsucker is on the main card. We in real trouble, boys. When Harry Hunsucker's on the main card. Yeah. Imagine if RDA never pulled out in 196. Nate Diaz versus Hamza wouldn't even be talked about right now because his name wouldn't even have been big. Maybe, maybe not. Colby in 155 can be top 5 or champ. It depends how the weight cut affects him. But maybe. Pena is basically the female version of Chris Montino. How dare you insult Chris Montino like that? How dare you? How dare you? Oh, man. Sammy. Thank you for being a member, Sammy, but sometimes you say some questionable things. But I guess it'd be fun. Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night. I just don't think it makes any sense right now. And Shavkat would wreck him. What's another hot take you had that Brock wasn't enough? Yeah, Brock was never good. Never. The 5 most brutal beatdowns: 1, Glover versus Smith; 2, Tony Gaichi; 3, Valentina beatdown; 4, Volk TKZ; 5, Volk versus Max 3. Now, I put Volk Ortega in there before Volk Max 3. Usman knocks Leon out the same way he KO'd Jorge. I find that highly doubtful. Colby will get killed on the fight by most ranked 155 versus wrestling will be dangerous, though. What do you think, Joey? I think it all matters how his weight cut goes. And that's a big question mark. So it's hard to say. Who's the hardest hitters in each division? You guys are asking the craziest questions. Craziest questions. Flyweight, Kai Kara France. Bantamweight, Song Yudong. Featherweight, Volkanovski, I guess. Lightweight, Michael Chandler. Welterweight, Hamzat Chimaev. Nah, I'm kidding. Probably Kamaru Usman. Middleweight, Jared Cannonier. Light heavyweight, Jan Blachowicz. Heavyweight, Francis Ngannou. There you go, man. There you go. Mike Davis versus Thomas was a horrible beatdown. I don't remember that. Hunsucker's the only become a highlight because the UFC wants to promote Pedro. Yeah. Who are the hardest hitters in each division? I already answered that. Blood Diamond versus Mike Jackson is the fight. Yeah, the fight of people who don't belong in the UFC. Did you find the Brock Lesnar DC interview? Yes, it was terrible. It was disgusting, and I can't believe they did that. Let's see Pena move down, and let's get Esparza versus Pena super fight. Let's go international. Yeah, she's going to move down 2 weight classes. Stop it, bro. Volk versus anyone at this point is a top-tier beatdown. Yeah. On a scale from 1 to 23, how excited are you to see Sam Alvey fight on Saturday? 150. I don't think Colby could make 155. He said he wouldn't go down there. Most overrated male fighters right now. Most overrated. O'Malley's one of them. Who else is highly overrated? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I'm having trouble thinking tonight. I'm a little bit foggy, groggy, whatever you want to call it. My brain is a little bit foggy tonight. Let's say Khabib moved up. Also, Conor McGregor for sure. Let's say Khabib moved up when he was champion, fights Colby at 170. How do you see that playing out? I would see Khabib outstriking him on the feet. Was Khabib's boxing underrated? No, I think Khabib's striking was terrible. But it was super effective because of the forward pressure and the threat of the takedown. And I don't think it was like, Julianna Pena terrible, don't get me wrong. Kai was drinking after his fight, and his liver was already in bad shape from Brandon's foot. There you go. Who were the top 3 calf kickers in each division, along with the top 5 wrestlers in each top 15 of each? Derek, I know you're trolling right now, bro. O'Malley versus Yan looks like a super competitive and even matchup in comparison to Nate versus Hamzat. I would agree. Pedro versus Rob, I got Rob by decision. I'd probably take Rob by decision as well. Does Bryce Mitchell have anything coming up? I would like to see him back in the octagon. I would like to see him against Arnold Allen. I think that makes a lot of sense. But he does not have a fight booked right now. Highest fight IQ, Jones or GSP? I'd probably say Jones. Jones or Volk, honestly. Patty, what are you asking, Phil? Ortega always been overrated to me. Definitely. Damn it, bro. I got to sleep, but I love these streams. I'm glad you enjoy them, Sammy. Thank you for being a member of the channel. You can always rewatch tomorrow. So if anybody else wants to become a member of the channel, guys, I'm telling you right now, it's worth every penny. It's $3 a month. You get access to the members Discord. which is worth it alone, just there. Members Discord. You can message me directly. I post a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. I let you know every video I'm working on. I let you know every time I'm going to do a stream. We have about 40 or 50 guys in there. You know, not everyone's super active, but we're discussing MMA every single day. We got a breaking news tab where we're talking about all the latest breaking news. I basically get all my news from Discord at this point. You also get loyalty badges next to your name, custom emojis to use in the chat as well as the comments, and you also get extra live stream replays. I private some of these streams for members only rewatch. So there's a bunch of benefits. It's $3 a month. It's a great way to support the channel. The link is down in the description, but I'll also post it in the chat right now if you want to sign up to become a member. But just alone, the Discord, the members Discord is the best $3 you'll ever spend. I'm sure there's plenty of members in here that can vouch for that. We talk live during every UFC fight night that I'm not streaming. We're all in there. Even when I'm streaming, everybody else is in there talking. So it's definitely growing. It's growing every month for sure. We're constantly having new people join. So if you guys want to become an early adopter and support the channel, there you go. There you go. Be an early member. I'm going to remember the early members when we get to 10,000 subs by the end of the year, hopefully. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I hope so. Okay, back to some questions. Okay, good. I'm glad you knew I was. Yeah, I can sense sarcasm even through text. So I knew you were kidding. Yeah, most underrated fighter. Rank the top 15 of every division based on their power. Most underrated fighter currently, I think Gilbert Burns is up there. Gilbert Burns is definitely up there. Who else is extreme? Shavkat, I think, is up there, but he's kind of not anymore. People are starting to respect him. Jamal Hill's underrated. Who else? There's other ones too. That I can't. Pantoja was massively underrated. And there's probably a bunch more. I mean, there's a bunch of great fighters that don't get enough recognition. Islam, Hamzat, and Nate Diaz are overrated. Islam is very much talented, though. They're all talented. Still don't get how O'Malley got rewarded for an eye poke stoppage. Did he get rewarded or did he get punished? Wonder Boy versus Izzy, if they would have the same size and both in their prime, I'll take Izzy. You made a good point. If Jones goes out and gets starts at heavyweight, there will always be the narrative that he waited too long, was too old when he moved up. Yeah, it sucks. Most underrated fighters in every division. So, I can't do that. How do you think Cejudo versus Volkanovski would go? Volkanovski would brutalize him and TKO him badly. Joe, what would be your dream main event for UFC 300? That's literally years away. So I don't know what's going to be relevant in 3 years from now, 2 years from now. Dinosaur Diarrhea has to go to sleep. Shavkat versus Daniel Rodriguez. How do you see Muhammad Usman doing in his fight? Unless you're waiting to do a prediction video. I have no idea. I really don't have any idea, and I'm probably not doing a prediction video. So I apologize. Am I going to take him? I don't know much about the other guy. Let me take a look. And that's the third fight. They don't even got pictures. On the UFC website. I'm done. Yeah, I have no idea. I'll look into it and I'll get you an answer on the next stream or something. Would have been hilarious if Nunes went full here and trash talk Pena after all Pena said. Yeah, she's a bum. What's next for Sergey Pavlovich? Maybe Alexander Volkov? People are saying that Habib would beat Usman, but I think the reverse is true. I agree. What's your stance on Dana's take last week? I personally was on his side. I agree, and it was a garbage card. Jalen Turner is slept on big time. Yeah. Join your channel when there was only a couple hundred. There you go. Thank you. I think Adam is your actual name. Thank you, man. I appreciate your support very, very much. Do you think Bobby Green is underrated? No, I think he's rated about where he belongs, to be honest. He's not great, not terrible, super inconsistent. Conor versus Nate 3 if Conor's leg injury won't affect him. Without it, I would go Nate Diaz all the way. Favorite least style of fighting? Honestly, I enjoy all styles of fighting, but my favorite is like pressure fighters. Whether they're a pressure wrestler or a pressure striker, I love guys that just move forward. move forward, look for the takedown, move forward, just start lighting guys up with shots. But I also love a really good counter striker too, like Anderson Silva. The way he would just wait out of the way and just crack guys. You know, he just back up, slide out of the way of a shot, boom, just crack someone to put them down. I love that. I don't necessarily have a style that I absolutely hate, other than inactivity. Inactivity, winning fights through inactivity is a style that I absolutely hate. Ricky Simone, Sean Brady, and Beneil Dariush are all underrated. Yes, that's good one, Cyberpower. That's good. I would agree with all those. Also, where does Pena go from here? Along with Nunes. Where does Pena go? I don't know. In the trash can. I guess she goes and fights maybe like a Holly Holm or something. For Nunes, Shevchenko 3. What's your favorite fight to potentially be made in the near future? Jones and Ngannou. Jalen Turner, RDA. I want to see Jalen Turner, Gregor Gillespie. Drew Dober versus Patty next at MSG. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. But yeah, sure, book it. I know you're not necessarily a Conor hater, but who would someone that Conor would fight and you'd actively root for Conor? Who's someone that Conor would fight and you would actively root for Conor? Tony Kelly. They're not in the same division, so. I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's hard for me. I wish I had more details. What weight class, is it going to be at lightweight? If it's at lightweight, who would I root for him against? It all depends because, to be honest, a lot of times I'm just I don't want him to beat anyone because I don't want to see him get thrown into an undeserved title shot just because he's popular. So let's look. Who would I root for at lightweight? I'd root for Charles Oliveira. I'd root for Dustin Poirier. I'd root for Justin Gaichi. I'd root for Islam. I'd root for Chandler. Would I want Beneil to beat him? I think Beneil would just plummet his stock if he beat him. So maybe I'd root for him against Beneil, but I like Beneil. I don't mind Beneil. Rafael Fiziev, I'm definitely rooting for Fiziev. RDA, I love RDA. He's an absolute gangster. Yeah, I'm probably rooting for everyone against him, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But it's not because I hate him. I do not like Conor just because of the way he acts. But it's more or less what would be the outcome of him getting wins. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I can't give you an answer to that. I'm sorry. Joey, what do you think about a Mexico card like Moreno, Figgy 4, Yair versus Emmett for interim, and Irene Aldana and Alexa Grasso? I love that idea. Joey, who's your best looking male and female fighters? I have no idea, Kyle. I have no idea. I love you, bro. Your channel stands alone. You really are the best, Joey. Thank you, Prediction Shark. I appreciate you. It's crazy that people love the channel that much. I really can't believe it that you guys, there's plenty of you guys who just love the channel. They really need to announce decent fights for 279. I really hate what I see so far. I know it's 6 weeks away, less than 6 weeks away. It's a terrible card. DC versus Francis. DC wins that fight. So you hate Adesanya style? The last couple fights, yes. One day, God willing, we will meet up at a live event. Yeah, maybe we'll all have a meetup. We'll all be in our Venom gear. Poirier is overrated. He's, in real life, just looked over 200. I don't know what you're saying there. Patty versus Ottman Azaitar. I think he needs to step up. Yeah, I would love to see that. I would like to see that, but Azaitar probably going to beat him. Also, thoughts on the whole Usman delay heavyweight? Just stupid. Just absolute stupid. How entertaining is Colby to watch for you? He's a pressure fighter. He throws a lot of volume, so I think he's fun. I don't think he's boring. Simon definitely deserves to fight and up the rankings, but I need to see him versus Umar. Unfortunately, I agree with you. Unfortunately for Simone. Sandhagen, another underrated fighter. Yes, Sandhagen's massively underrated. With Usman starring in a movie, how can we believe he's never going to fight Chimaev? I have a feeling of that. Izzy versus Pereira, because according to Wonderboy, Izzy is a better kickboxer. Okay. Yan versus... Oh, I'm leaning Pereira, but I think it's recency biased. Yan versus Magomed for number one contender after Glover Year 2. I think that makes sense. When's the last time you got super emotionally invested in the fight? I think I was pretty invested in Charles Gaichi. Who were you invested for? The last time I was really emotionally invested in a fight. I always am rooting for Jose Aldo. Super emotionally invested. Let's see. Let's see. I'm always rooting for Jose Aldo, so there's one. Who else was I super emotionally invested for? It's hard. I always super emotionally invested in Anderson Silva fights and Robbie Lawler fights as well. So whoever their recent fights are, Robbie Lawler, it sucked to see him lose to Brian Barberina recently. That one kind of hurt. McKinney versus Patty. McKinney has a fight this Saturday, and I don't think the UFC is going to let McKinney feast on Patty's carcass. Should Ortega take an easy comeback fight when he's fully recovered like Dan Ige or Shane Burgos? Probably makes sense. I personally think if Colby goes down to 55, he would steamroll the entire division. We'll see. Who's a worse striker, Felicia Spencer or Julianna? Honestly, Julianna. Holloway versus Connor 2 at 55. Sign me up. Kickball or wiffle ball as a kid? Probably kickball. Sandhagen isn't really underrated though. Most fans respect him a lot. Okay, man, we're arguing semantics here. Also, Joey, out of curiosity, how old are you? How old do you think I am? If anybody in the chat knows, do not answer. But how old do you think I am? Let me know in the chat. And also, never mind, I'll ask in a second. First childhood video game growing up, Frogger. What made you want to do YouTube? I always wanted to make videos talking about MMA. I've wanted to do it since like 2013, 2014, but never had the guts to, and just finally said, screw it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And here we are. 4,200 subscribers in. Imagine I would have started in 2013 or 2014, but it is what it is. I'm here now. But imagine had I started then. Would have been insanity. Who wins O'Malley versus Aldo? O'Malley's calves, Aldo's low kicks. Aldo's low kicks. If Aldo gets bantamweight gold before he retires, where would you put him in the GOAT list? Pretty high up. Top 3 probably. Top 3. I missed the beat. I think he would have gone. Gave Alexander Volkanovski a good fight. It would have been interesting. Aldo versus TJ prediction. I think TJ beats him. I think TJ's better everywhere. Why do you call them trash cans? Bit rude. I don't do that often. It's just a habit of mine. He said 16 last time. Yes, I'm 16 years old. You're 26 or 27? Aldo or Sterling? I'd go Aldo. I'm guessing you're 29. You're 48 years old. Damn, bro. Really coming at the insults. Colby only do good against non-wrestler fighters. Yeah, 16. Joey, I lost money betting on Kara. Should have listened to you. There you go, Will. There you go. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm not always right, but so. What realistic could they add to 279? My hopes are sinking every day. I'm hoping Chandler Poirier gets added to 279. Jose Aldo versus Aljamain Sterling. I think Jose sleeps him. What a story it would be if Aldo won the 130. I would be so happy. I'd cry probably. If Aldo fights for the belt, I might have to stream because I'd probably cry on stream, and it would be a great moment. Quick thoughts on Oliveira Makhachev and cheater TJ versus Aljo. I love Oliveira Makhachev. It's going to be a very compelling matchup. I think Oliveira probably submits him. TJ versus Aljo. Aljo has terrible striking and relies on the grappling to win fights. He's not going to be able to take TJ Dillashaw down. TJ's going to piece him up on the feet and win. 32? Jeez Louise. I must look old. If we were to get Jones, Stipe headlining 281, I will cry tears of joy. I need Jones fight so bad, but I just can't trust the guy. I feel like he'll mess it up. Oh my God, imagine if it gets booked and then it gets canceled because Jones is an idiot. How often is Joey right on his picks? I don't know. I really don't know anymore. Who is the best personality in UFC history? Runner up, Rampage, DC, Lewis, Chael, Bisbing. Best personality. I don't know. It depends what your preferences are. For me, most intriguing personality. I don't know. I told you I'm a little bit groggy tonight, so I don't know on that one. Yay or nay, Chandler versus Poirier, McKinney versus Patty, add to MSJ. Nay. Thoughts on Hill Santos? I think Santos isn't the same guy he was, but he's still very dangerous. I'm probably going Hill, but I'll do a breakdown and prediction tomorrow and release it tomorrow night. Poirier versus Chandler needs to be 5 rounds. I would want it to be 5 rounds, but I don't think it's going to need 5 rounds. Myra Bueno Silva, 135 champ by the end of 2020. Sure. Who you got, Joey Moreno or Pantoja, knowing that Pantoja beat him first fight? I'd be 50-50 on that fight. Right now, I lean Moreno. But Pantoja actually beat Moreno twice. But Moreno has vastly evolved. Who can Chito beat that's ahead of him in the rankings? Nobody. I don't think he's beaten anyone. He's getting out-wrestled by Aljamain. He's getting out-wrestled by Piotr Jan and out-wrestled by TJ. He's getting outstruck by Jose Aldo and Corey Sandhagen. He's not beating anyone above him. Joey Diaz will beat you. Okay. I hope Santos retires on Saturday. Opinion on freak injuries occurring often lately with fighters is a big letdown. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. If Aldo beats Merab and if Aljo beats TJ, you think the UFC just will skip Aldo and give the shot to the winner of Sean Yan? It's like Dana really wants them to be champion. Possibly. If Charles Oliveira could speak English, I would have given him the best personality. I feel like he's just a joy of entertainment. Joey, a group of us need to organize a trip at a live UFC event and pay for Joey's tickets for all his hard work. Appreciate you, man. Maybe one day. Mini golf or Top Golf? I've never been to Top Golf, so I guess mini golf. Who would you pick, Poirier, Chandler? Definitely Poirier. Chandler's a little bit chinny and has gas tank issues, and Poirier's super defensively responsible. Marvel or DC? Definitely Marvel, but both of them are kind of garbage nowadays. Great question, Moreno versus Pantoja. Happy early Monday, Joey. What's up, Gary? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Happy August 1st. That's crazy. August 1st already. What's next for Gilbert Burns if there's any chance he gets Dana White privilege and gets the Masvidal fight? Either Masvidal or, unfortunately, Shavkat Rakhmonov is probably next for Gilbert. But I think Gilbert will get a good fight because of taking the Hamzat fight. If he gets out-wrestled by TJ, do you think Dominic Cruz will hold him down for 25? If he gets out-wrestled by TJ. I don't know. Dominic Cruz has slowed down quite a bit. But maybe. Maybe it's possible. It's very possible, but I don't know. So we will find out soon. It's this week. So we will find out very, very soon. Or not this week. It's in 2 weeks, I believe. Let me look that up real quick. Hold on one second. Gary, thank you so much for the $5 super chat and a member of the channel. Content this week in the past few days for 277 has been great. Keep it up and thanks for the content. Peace from Michigan. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate your donation. It means a lot, man. I really do appreciate it. Everything goes back into the channel. So thank you for your donation. $5 holla. The $5 holla. And this last 2 weeks have been insane in terms of videos. So let me look up the UFC calendar. UFC events. So it is on August 13th. So I'm right, 2 weeks from yesterday. 2 weeks from yesterday. Thank you again, Gary. I greatly appreciate you. Gary Segal. Buy a Venom shirt. I need more donations. If you guys want me to buy a Venom shirt, I think they're like $80. I need to get a custom MMA Joey Venom shirt. So if you want me to get that, donate to the channel. Answer that. I love Oliveira's personality, even though I can't understand his energy is awesome. Yeah, I like Oliveira's personality too, but I know what you mean. Poirier has some terrific boxing defense. Terrific boxing. His defense looks disgusting, but it works. That weird shoulder roll he does. Yeah, I think Poirier is super defensively responsible. Yeah, I feel like time has flown by really fast the last couple of years, honestly. Quick prediction, Gon to Avasa. Gon just picks him apart. I doubt winner will get a title shot. I doubt that. Since we all know Diaz Hamzat is trash, who would you like to see Diaz fight? Tony Ferguson. Or Poirier or Chandler, but mainly Tony Ferguson. Why Cody Garbrandt can't be good again? He always just goes down. Why he can't fix this problem and keep his hands up? I think it's more complicated than that. You're going to get hit in a fight. No matter how good you are, you're going to get hit. And his chin is terrible. What's up, Craig? I hope you're doing well. A tough jersey is legit 90. I know, dude, it's insanity. It's insanity. That's why it's become an inside joke for the members on Discord, now part of the channel, about wearing Venom gear. So now I'm collecting donations for Venom gear now. You think Abdel Wahab with more experience can make a title run? He's well rounded for inexperience he currently is. Keep up the great work. It's possible. It's way too early to tell though. It's way too early to tell. But yeah, he has good wrestling, has decent striking, and the heavyweight division isn't that good. Do you think Strickland could get a title shot offered after one win? Depends what happens in the division, but it's always possible. Do you think Chandler ever fights for a belt again? I'm going to say no. You think Gon stops Ty either submission or TKO? No, I'll say he beats him by decision. If he does stop him, it'll be a late TKO. Hamzat versus Izzy, I think Izzy wins. Jorge versus Wonderboy 2 can happen. I don't want to see that. Probably Wonderboy. I don't like Jeremy Stevens. Kayla Harrison and Valentina both beat Nunes. Yeah, I wish the UFC would have made more of an effort to build the 45-pound division. Like if they had kept Cyborg and they signed Kayla Harrison, and then they had Nunes, and then they had a couple other fighters just as fillers, Megan Anderson, Felicia Spencer. I'm sure they could get a few others. The division could have been all right. It wouldn't have been great, but it could have been all right. And then they try to grow the division as the years gone by, but they haven't. They haven't put any effort into it. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for sure that they've refused to try to build that division. So I wish they would still sign Kayla Harrison, honestly. Maybe that's something they could still do. Maybe that's something they could still do, but I don't know. You never know, my friend. I think Burns versus Covington is a fight to make. Chimaev fights the winner for the belt. Usman will vacate it by then. Maybe. When I rewatching Pena Nunes 1, I noticed that Pena's pants ripped in half down the middle. No idea how I missed it live. I did not see this. I'll have to check that out. What card do you consider the most boring all time that you can remember? I don't know. There's been some, but I can't remember ones that have been terrible. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head. There was a couple recently that were terrible. The recent UFC London card was terrible. Conor versus Chandler in pure striking fight. I think Conor wins for sure. And if he doesn't get KO'd. I feel like Ty could KO Gon. Am I off? It's a small percentage, but he definitely can. Who would win, Superman or Joey in a black and gold Venom shirt? I mean, is that even a question? Joey in a black and gold Venom shirt would wreck Superman badly. Megan Anderson was a fraud. No idea why she retired. What's your number one priority when checking YouTube analytics? What's my number one priority when checking YouTube analytics? When checking YouTube analytics, I don't really have a priority. But most important thing for me with the channel, and I think the thing that shows the health of your channel the most, is views and interaction. So subscriber count is a gauge to how good your channel's doing, but it's not everything. There is people with 10, hold on, I said that wrong. There's people with 10 times the amount of subscribers as me that get less views than me, okay? So now I'm not saying that's every case, and I'm not saying I'm some great, YouTuber or anything like that. But for me, the most important thing is consistent views, constantly trying to improve, and interaction with the community that I have on here. That's why I'm always trying to do live stream. That's why I'm always responding to a lot of comments. That's why I'm constantly working on my titles and thumbnails, because it doesn't matter if nobody clicks on them. So when I look at the analytics, I just like to see a steady improvement. I'm not looking for a specific number. Now, do I have goals? Do I want to get to a certain subscriber count just because it would be nice? That's a milestone for me? Yes, of course. But when I go in the analytics, right now, I see a notification from YouTube. Your hard work paid off. Publishing more videos help your channel get 105% more views than usual. Your channel got 80,211 views in the last 28 days. So there you go. The watch time, if I had to pick, so to answer your question, if I had to pick one analytic that mattered to me the most, is watch time. Watch time is very, very important, because if you're getting views, people like your title and thumbnail, but then if they're not staying there to watch your video, like I don't want 50,000 people to click on a video and watch for 10 seconds because they're like, oh my God, this is garbage. So most important to me is watch time. And in the last 28 days, I have almost 9,000 hours of watch time. In the last 90 days, I have like 22,000 hours of watch time. Some people have trouble getting 4,000 hours of watch time in 1 year. So if I had to pick one single analytic that matters to me the most, it's watch time. Because at the end of the day, if I have 100 people, even just 100 people that are willing to watch my videos and willing to watch them throughout the entire video, then that means I'm doing something right, and there's going to be more people that will eventually find the videos and watch them in their entirety as well. So I hope that answers your question. And now I'm falling behind somehow. I just got a clip from Dana saying Pena should have been nominated for Fight of the Year because she beat Nunes. Might be the worst take I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't get how one fight would make you nominated for Fight of the Year. Hamzat fight Usman after Nate? I hope so. Wonder who Conor's comeback fight will be. He needs an easy tune. DS3 would have been perfect, but I guess now either Tony or Patty. I think Tony will be it, but it's not easy. None of those are easy. Who wins in a 3-round fight, Gaichi or Fiziev? If it's all bombs and fighting in the pocket. Probably Gaichi, but I would probably take Fiziev. Was Ngannou versus Lewis the most? Yes, it was terrible. Do you think Pena will ever become champ again? Probably not. But you never know. If Nunes retires, maybe so. Maybe so. Guys, if you're watching this stream and you have not yet liked the stream, I would greatly appreciate it if you would take a second and like the stream. And also check and make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. I feel women UFC fighters have come a long way stepping up in talent. Joe, your thoughts? I don't know if that's the case. I feel like it's kind of been stagnating for the last few years. Strawweight, yes. Flyweight, maybe. Bantamweight and featherweight? Ugh, no. What was the main event of UFC 119? That was right when I started watching. And I think I did not watch this event, so I don't know. I have no idea. 117 was Anderson Silva versus Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen in 1. 119, I don't know. I probably watched it, but I don't remember. Let's see if I actually watched it or not. I'm Googling it now, so let's see. Frank Mir, Mirka Krokop. I don't know if I ordered this. I don't think I watched this card. That was a good one. That was a good stumper. If Charles Oliveira is the second GOAT already, yes, for sure. Can you start doing more watch parties? They are very entertaining. I'm going to try to. I'm going to do an occasional pay-per-view from here on out. Main event of 147. That one's easy. That's Faber Burrell. And Hector Lombard. Tim Bosch was on the card as well. It was Hector Lombard's UFC debut. Boom. Boom. What do you think about that? I'll Google it right now, but I'm not. My hand's right here, so I'm not Googling. But I believe that's it. I'm going to Google it now. UFC 147. I think it's Henan Burrell. You're right. No, I'm wrong. It's Vanderlei Rich Franklin. Damn, when was Faber Burrell then? 149. No, 169. No. I think it was 149 too. I think they fought multiple times, right? They fought twice. Yep, 149. Damn, if I would have thought about that longer, I would have got it, because UFC 147 was originally supposed to be Anderson Silva Chael 2 and got moved to 148. But good one. It's crazy to think that Derek Lewis is one of the few guys to beat Ngannou. Yeah, it was a terrible fight, though. I wouldn't call it actually beating him by any means. By any means. Conor versus Gaichi. Who was chances to win? Conor has cleaner striking with more tools, but Gaethje is more active. I'd probably pick Gaichi. If we're talking about bad cards, UFC 258 was bad. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier today, actually. Yeah, Alex, you stumped me with 2. Try to get me with another one. Let's see. I thought I had that one, too. I got to think longer to make sure I'm right. What do you think about Moreno's new style, the stance he was doing? That looked weird and funky. I think he always kind of has that weird style. So I liked it. Do you think Ngannou's last fight in his contract will be John Bones Jones or not? I hope not. I think the UFC will make some deal with him. What's been the best card of the year so far, in your opinion? Either UFC Austin or the first UFC London card was amazing. But if I had to pick one, it'd probably UFC 275. Is there someone in the heavyweight that can knock Francis out cold? Yes, of course. Of course. Yeah, it's similar to Instagram and TikTok. The algorithm is based on watch time. That's why photos don't get a lot of likes on social media, because the algorithm promotes watch time. There you go. Can Rockhold beat Izzy? Prime Rockhold, maybe, but probably not. To be honest, Justin's chin isn't that good. Guy always gets rocked. Who do you think is the biggest issue finding talent for UFC women fighters? Handful of top five. I don't know. Out of all the 155ers, who has the highest chance of beating Prime Habib? Out of all the top, probably Oliveira. Damn, I stumped you. Rockhold has good BJJ. His wrestling gets you to the mat. Isn't the best. I don't think he'll be able to get Izzy down. If he can, yikes for Izzy. Yeah, also, he's not in his prime. What was 134 main event? 134. I have one right on the top of my head as soon as you said it. But now I'm second guessing myself. I want to say it was Anderson Silva, Yushin Okami. I think it was Anderson Silva. It could have been Anderson Silva versus Vitor Belfort. 177, we actually talked about that yesterday. That was TJ Dillashaw, Joe Soto. Co-main event was Danny Castillo versus Tony Ferguson. Somebody asked me that the other day. But I think 134, if I had to lock in an answer, it'd be Anderson Silva, Yushin Okami would be my guess. But it might have been Vitor. I can't remember. It might have been when he front kicked Vitor. But I think it's Yushin Okami. Does Ngannou actually 100% beat Chimaev in a street fight? Serious question. If Chimaev could tire him out, I have no idea. In a street fight, you never know. There's weapons and all that stuff, eye gouging. But I would take Ngannou. Already answered that. If DC could be champ at heavyweight, can Jones do the same? Yes. Who do you got, Santos or Hill? Probably Hill. What is Dricus Duplessis' ceiling? It's not very high. I mean, there's a lot of issues, a lot of deficiencies in the skill set. 1 being recklessness. 2 being chin up in the air. 3 being squared up stance. Unless he drastically improves, he's not going to have a good time in the top of the division. It was Silva O'Connor. Yeah, I still haven't Googled it, so I appreciate you letting me know. I thought it was. Jones versus Yuri. I take Jones all day. O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. How do you see this matchup going? I'd love this matchup. I would take Sandhagen. In that fight. Why is this still glitched up? Yeah, I think I just got to take Corey Sandhagen because he has more experience. The striking, I think, is more dynamic. And I would just have to go with Corey Sandhagen in that one until I see otherwise. Is Yuri versus Glover official yet? No. But even Rockhold's prime, he's offensive wrestling. His takedowns weren't the best. Weidman's wheel kick mistake cost him. I don't believe in that narrative. Rockhold had decent takedowns. I mean, they weren't Habib level style or anything like that, but he still had decent takedowns. So, all right, guys. I think we're running out of questions here. It's getting late. Any final questions before I go? And don't forget to like the stream. And now the thing blows up with like 6 questions on here. Okay. So we're gonna do a few more minutes. So these are easy ones, guys. Ready? Jones versus Santos. I believe. And this is GSP versus Jake Shields. 239 is definitely Jones. I'm pretty sure it's Jones Santos. In July of 2019. Let me know if I'm right. I'm not even Googling it. Who has the best kicks in the heavyweight division? Probably Cyril Gane. I heard they wouldn't mind making Ankalaev versus Yuri for MSG in November. Seems like Dana is dancing around the rematch. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Why is the UFC doesn't create more weight classes? I don't know. I don't like change either, so maybe that's why. I want to see Saeed Nurmagomedov versus Corey Sandhagen someday. I hope it happens too. What's your favorite thing to eat late night? I really don't usually eat super late at night. All right, Joey. Take care, homie. Rest of y'all in the chat. Appreciate you for joining me. Don't forget to like it on your way out. Do you think the Venom gear will help you with fight performance? Yeah, I basically at this point the Venom gear is like a performance enhancer. I mean, you put on Venom gear and you can fight at an elite level. It was Jones Santos. I think that's when Jorge hit the knee. Yes, it was. It was when Jorge hit the knee as well. That was crazy. Against Ben Askren. Yep. All right. Any last? Give me one more event. Let's see if we can end it on one more event that I can guess. Go ahead. Let me know in the chat, Craig, or whoever else. Did you ever watch the show Teen Wolf or Riverdale? Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf. That sounds familiar. Was it called Teen Wolf of Riverdale? Teen Wolf sounds familiar, but I don't know. UFC 243. I believe this was Adesanya Whitaker. Won. Who wins, O'Malley or Umar Nurmagomedov? O'Malley or Umar Nurmagomedov? I'd probably take Umar, but I'm not sure. Joey, thank you for your stream and your knowledge. Okay, last couple questions. 228. What was UFC 228? I know what 229 was. What was 228? I believe 228 was Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw 1. What was 188? What was 188? 188. I want to say this was Cain Velasquez versus somebody. Cain Velasquez, JDS 3 maybe? That's my best guess. 124. I have no recollection of 124. That's kind of when I was still dipping in and out of events. That was kind of when I was just dipping in and out of events. But I think 188 was Cain Velasquez versus somebody. Or was it Werdum versus Mark Hunt? It might have been Werdum versus Mark Hunt. 228 was Woodley Till. Damn it, I knew that. I think 227 was Garbrandt. Dillashaw. I should have known that. I should have thought harder. Because I remember it was August was Garbrandt versus Dillashaw. September was Woodley Till. And then, you know, Khabib versus Conor. So what about 188? Was 188 right? It was Cain Velasquez, Fabricio Werdum. There you go. So I think I got that one. What was 124? George St. Pierre, Josh Koscheck. I don't even think I watched that card, honestly. I was still kind of jumping in and out of events. So there you go. Well, all right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. What fighters watch your streams? I have no idea who watches them. What's weird is I watch UFC a lot more than I used to, but I know more older events than I do newer. Yeah, I've gotten more. I used to be really good at getting them, but after we've kind of recycled the numbers, as in like 188 now or 150, now 250, it's kind of jumbled them in my mind. So I'm getting out of here. I thank you guys for joining me in the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. If you want to join the members Discord, the link is down in the description. We got a great community there. You can message me directly. We talk about MMA 24/7. Thank you guys so much and enjoy the rest of your night.